4,
Hi guys,
3,
so in this video we're going to do a live commentary of a run from Magisters Terrace in +10. I tried to
5,
play as good as
4,
possible.
3,
Item level currently
2,
now is 266, I have 4 set and I'm playing the Blizzard build. And I will try my best to explain what I'm doing. So here, classical opener, Ray of Frost. We reduce our shatter stacks. Could have Blizzard there another time. If you are fast enough, if you have enough haste, you can do that, but fine, it's a little bit extra damage. But you have to be at really tight timing. Here we Frostbolt, classical. Shatter our last stacks. Next pour we Bloodlust. Here I'm just holding my kick for that. Doing the opener, Glacial Spike, Blizzard. Now I got Bloodlust. Now the pack is nearly down. So I should have Ray of Frost earlier, but it's fine. Can Ray of Frost this mob, has a lot of health. Always helps to Ray of Frost a mob with full health, because you don't get enough value if a mob is on low health, because you can't shatter the stacks anymore. That's a huge damage loss. Of course, if it is a boss, you can do it, but yeah, here our our druid gets caught, I guess, but it's fine. Or it was the DK, our tank. But normally I just wait here because I'm lazy and the guys get going and you can blink through that. But here, in this case, he's gonna pull a Pyromancer here, so we just burst him down. On hierarchies, normally, especially here, you always use all the time. I know I should it right now in 10, but I was too lazy. But that's no excuse, it's a misplay for me. But all the time on cooldown in hierarchies, for example, 13 or 14 is absolutely mandatory. Or you will die pretty soon. You will also have to preemptive use all the time. And ice cold, for example, if you're targeted by 2 X throws, for example, and have a bleed on you and everything like that. But yeah. Here's the next pack. He actually pours the Arcane Sentry here. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's a +10, so it's okay. We wear a Frost him to get those stacks. We pull another pack. Nice. Now we shut our way down. We use cooldowns. Ray of Frost here. Glacial Spike. 20 stacks. Orb again. Blizzard. Could have Ice Cold that, but it's not needed on 10. 13 or 14, definitely used Ice Cold here. If I don't have all the time up, or at least one barrier.
You'll go no further, Umbric. These new defenses were specially made with you in mind.
I seem to be detained.
Pyromancer is generally a very dangerous mob, especially in hierarchies. I don't have all the time right now, otherwise I would all the time. Orb is coming up, we immediately Orb into Blizzard. And we shatter down the stacks. Ignition again. Can alter time here, but mob is nearly dead, so don't need to. And the last pack before the first boss. Here I just wanted to kick and focus, but yeah, I missed that. Here could have definitely played all the time. I missed that. Messed up my damage in this pack. Could have done better. Now we do the normal rotation. I was ready to kick that polymorph, but I have 2 melees here. Don't have to worry about kicks too much.
All students must
Yeah, boss fight. Opener.
demands compliance.
Here Iceland's once because I already had Thermal Void stack. Now we Orb, Flurry, Below stacks up. For your Frost Expulsion, you can. On +10, it's enough to just bury it. You definitely would have to auto time it at 13 or 14. Slam on tank. We do not the craziest amount of damage here because we're not having cooldowns or pot up, but it's fine. You can always do more if you play perfectly, you know. I'm not a perfect player, but I try to improve every time, and I start to get decent locks on my mage, so really logging in general helps a lot to improve, pairing with better mages, what you're doing, what they are using, especially with the new, I think there's a new feature on Archon, I guess. I think it's the videotape one, where you can record the whole session and watch everybody's cooldowns everywhere. Yeah, so we finished the boss off. I will just fast forward a little bit because nothing really interesting happens here.
The Cynosure should be just ahead.
We go into the next pack. Classic opener. We don't have Ray of Frost right now, but we have our Feather, and we just shut these two down. Again, I could have all the time here. I was just lazy at all. A lot of small things that I could have done better in the dungeon. On 10 it's way easier, obviously, because on higher keys you have to manage your defensives properly. Everything can one-shot you as a mage, so you really have to be careful, and while you're being careful you have to do reputation. So here I think we do a big pull. I have pot up. Yeah, I target this. Yeah, I'd use my pot. And here we do a big. Here's the polymorph. Ghost bolt. Here we have frost. Next, we use the ice cold here because we have 2 dots over here. I think at this pull you cannot play on 13 or 14 with pack groups. I think that would be way too hard. Everybody would just die with 2 or 3 debuffs. So this was this pack. I saved my orb here for the boss. There's no need to use the orb here anyway when the pack is about to die.
Zaranel, stand down.
And the 15 I would use the orb still, because 5% are still lots of health on 15. Here I think is a classical boss fight. Ruby of Frost, Thermal Void, Iceland's down. Here in this boss, it's you try to maximize your cast time as much as possible before you go into the suppression zone. Okay, he just exploded that on me, but it's fine. No healer dispel does. Now we get the runic mark. We wait until debuff runs out. Then we go in with our mark. Silenced. Fine. Now we Ray of Frost back up.
5, 4, 3.
Now we try to maximize. Yeah. I think I could have done one more Icelands there, but yeah. You know, I'm just trying to give you guys a general gameplay idea. It's yeah, I would say consider myself a good player, but not a not a top 1% player yet. But we'll see. See how the season goes. I also, man, as well, I just play with packs. We need to find a fixed team to really push keys. Eventually we'll do that. It's kind of hard to find mates. Years ago, my people played, or my friends played also World of Warcraft, but they all stopped. I'm the only one playing left.
1.
Here it would go way too early in the suppression zone, but yeah. This was the second boss. We will fast forward. Here we go to the Voidlings. I think I messed up a little bit because, I didn't know the tank was gonna pull much further forward, so I bloodlusted there, and unfortunately he cut it out of my orb and my blizzard, and that is my, pretty much a chunk of damage. So could have done here way more, but yeah, it's these mistakes are costing you then the DPS. But I mean, it's fine. We did decent, but we could have done 400k here for sure. Now we kill the Rift Walker. I don't think he's gonna pull the sidelings. I don't think on this run. Did not. Yeah, we just melt this down. I think we're ready for a bigger pull. Yeah, so I'll go. I think I use my potion here. Yes. Go Real Frost. I think, we go Real Frost on another. It was actually scary. Okay, and now we use the Real Frost. And now we wanted to kick the Terror Wave, but Belis did the work for us. So here we shatter. Shatter again. Here's 8 stacks, so we can shatter once, twice, Frostbolt again. 5 stacks. I just shatter here because I think it's Frost broke, so it's fine. I think he's gonna pour the whole dungeon here. I'm not sure. The whole room, not the whole dungeon. Oh yes, I think yeah. So I think we immediately channeling, focusing. We focus down the Void Terror here because they're obviously. So at this point, yeah, I did a really mistake here. I thought someone was gonna kick it, and I used Ray of Frost on an outside mob, which decreases my damage a lot. So should not do that. But here in this case, yeah, I would preemptively use Alter Time. Or even Ice Cold, if you know that many casts go through. As I said, on 10 it's not really that important, but if you want to play clean, of course, then you have to kick the major spells you can. I think higher than 15 you have to kick every Shadow Bolt these things are doing, so we just fast forward to the boss here, to the boss spawns. We wait until he's triplicate and then use our rotation because they split health equally and that's a lot of damage for 3 targets. The Frost Mage. Yeah. Very easy boss fight, we just have to run. So the mirror image, yeah, you use White Grasp, you can also use Alter Time. Yeah, here, for example. I mean, if you wanna play the boss perfectly, you would wait with your whole cooldowns until the mirror images stack up, and you do a lot of cleave damage. But with 3, it is fine, I think. So now we go orb. Till we have grab. I think we messed up here. Yeah, I think I did not see the blanket on the boss. I think I will die here again because I just misplayed it so much. So we were at frost and we don't see the puddle. We see it too late for the sting, and yeah, we were brain AFK this moment, but it's fine. Boss is nearly down, so just messed up this one. Yeah, we got a shortcut there, so I think we're running up the hill. Yeah, so here it's another pull. And we have perfect timing here because our pot is coming up for the next pull on the stairs. I don't know what it is with this dungeon, but it always starts to lag in some rooms or even at the top of the dungeon. I don't know why. I have way enough hardware to render this stuff, but yeah, I think that's just World of Warcraft running on a single core processor too much, or it's relying, but yeah, I think here we go, run up the stairs, the void links. Oh, by the way, you have to be careful. You're not allowed to use Blizzard on the stairs, otherwise you will pull the pack. And I think he will pull the tyrants as well. Yeah. So now we use our pot and everything we have. Normally on hierarchies you would bloodlust right here. But I don't know if this pull is played this way on plus 15 or 16, because it's very terrifying on pucks. I think you can do it, but yeah, even here on the 10, everybody gets massive damage. But we used our cooldowns probably on this pull. So, Frostbolt, lower than 6 stacks, Frostbolt, Shatter. Now we have our Ray of Frost and our Orb back up for the last boss.
You keep it occupied.
Here we
while I cast
position.
a spell and end this chaos.
Nothing crazy gonna happen. We don't even have Bloodlust right now. Yeah, I think on this boss nothing crazy happens. We just have to soak and dodge the swirls or the walls. It's not that hard on hierarchies. It's very hard for the healer, but not for the DPS specs. Yeah, I would use lots of all the time here to negate the damage. And did this recently on 13 and it's way harder, but it's really a heal check as well. I think I missed that soak here, but it was fine, I guess, so didn't miss it. I thought I missed it, but I didn't miss it. Yeah, now we go Bloodlust. Soak here. Frost. Shatter stacks down. So after we finish this boss, I will just go quickly over locks. So I started to lock every fight or every run I do, and we will see how I performed in this dungeon. I can say now that it's not perfect, but yeah. Here are the logs for this run. I did decent, but could have done better. Demon Hunter did quite a bit better. I think we could have gone to 140, 150k overall if we played perfectly. Yeah, lots of this comes from Shatter. You can see the opener right here. This is the Blizzard build. I think it's fine. So I try to improve every time, and yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please consider like and subscribe, and I'll see you around. Cheers.